Dear students, welcome to all of you in Edusat class. Today we will discuss about circular motion. But students, before circular motion, I want to discuss simple motion with you so that a picture of motion should be there in your mind when we discuss about circular motion. In first picture, you are seeing that there is something which is going up and down. It reflects the different phases of life. In second picture, blood is flowing through the vessels, through the arteries, providing nutrients to the different parts of the body. In third picture, it is the picture of earth. And we all know earth has been continuously spinning to create day and night. बच्चों, जे अर्थ स्पिन ना करे तो दिन रात नहीं बननगे ते ये कदों तो स्पिन कर रही है we don't know. What is common in all these pictures? Now you think that what is common in all these pictures? Blood is flowing, earth is moving, means movement is common amongst these events. Amongst these motions, there is motion. Blood is moving, earth is moving. Is there a question in your mind that what happens if movement is deleted from all these events? इन्हां सारियां क्रियावां विचों जे असी मोशन पोर्शन नू बाहर कट दईए, मूवमेंट नू डिलीट कर दईए, then the result is very miserable. If these ups and downs are not in your life, then this shows the end of your life. If means this motion is also necessary. And if blood is not flowing, blood is not supplying nutrients, blood is not going to heart, then there is end of your life. And if earth is not spinning, earth is not moving, then you don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. There is no day and night. There are no weathers. There is no light. We don't know what has happened. If it means that motion is necessary in our life. So let us discuss with other events. If you go to a park, you will see different people will do different things. Some are walking, there is playing, there is running, there is cycling. What is common in all these movements? That is motion. So every body is moving. It means motion is that much important. Every body in all these events, in life, in vessels, earth, playing, walking, cycling, movement is there. It means movement is life. If we go beyond science, then there is a phrase, time and tide waits for none. Waits for none means we have to move with time. समय दे नाल नाल चलना बहुत जरूरी है. इत्थे भी चलन नू मूव करन नू एक बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस दिती हुई है. But motion is related to time. So मैं ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ motion ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਚਾਹਨੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ relative term ਕਿਵੇਂ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ. We all know that motion is a relative term. So let us discuss how it is relative. In first figure, students, you are watching that a man is sitting and we are saying that this is stationary. And in second picture, a car is moving. We all know due to this stationary man, we can say that car is moving. How can you say that this man is stationary? As we all know, earth is continuously revolving around the sun. Earth is continuously spinning, and if we all are on earth, you know that na ki earth is continuously moving 24/7. And if you and me all are on the earth, then how can we say that we are at rest? we are not at rest. We are also moving with earth. If we are on earth and earth is moving, then we can say that we are not at rest. So students, I just want to say that it is just perspective. How we watch things. ਅਸੀਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ. Man is at rest when another man who is watching this person is also on earth. It means both are moving with earth. Both are in motion with earth. So both are at rest relative to each other. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ motion ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ earth ਦੇ ਨਾਲੋਂ move ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹ consider ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਈ. Because both are at rest. We are watching them relating to each other. But students, if astronaut is watching this person, then according to astronaut, that person is not at rest. That person is in motion. It means it's all about perspective. How do you watch things? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋ. ਸੋ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਬੱਚਿਓ, ਇਹਦਾ ਦੇਖਣ ਦਾ ਨਜ਼ਰੀਆ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਰਿਲੇਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ, that is all about. ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਰੈਸਟ ਤੇ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਰੈਸਟ ਤੇ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ. ਅਸੀਂ ਮੋਸ਼ਨ 'ਚ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂ ਮੋਸ਼ਨ 'ਚ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਖੜੀ ਹੈ. It means motion is a relative term. ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ before we discuss about circular motion, I want to give a quick glance about the types of motion so you can understand circular motion easily. So first of all, I have rectilinear motion. Rectilinear means always travel along straight line. Cars, buses, these are rectilinear motion if these vehicles travel along a straight line. If you are travel along a path, then you are also in straight line. But the best example of straight line is the motion of light, because you all know light will always travel along a straight line. It means when an object travels along a straight line, then you can say that it is rectilinear motion. Students, if rectilinear motion is in some disciplined form, if we make a discipline in the rectilinear motion, it will become translatory motion. Means कि when you cover equal displacement in equal interval of time, then that motion is translatory. Means कि you 3 or 4 persons are running in a race. Naturally, the path of race is fixed, that it is 100 meter, right? And 3 students go to the end point at the same time. It means the time taken by the students for that race is also same. It means this is translatory motion. So मैं कह सकदी ਹਾਂ कि जे rectilinear motion ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ disciplined form ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰੋ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ translatory motion ਆ ਜਾਏਗੀ. Second, we have curvilinear motion. Students, you all are playing with football, you will play, you maybe play. Then the path of the football is not a straight line. It is curved, as you are watching in the picture. So it means when you take a football and kick that football, if that football takes curved, then it means it is curvilinear motion. Travel along a curve. ਜਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਇੱਕ curve ਤੇ travel ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਸ motion ਨੂੰ curvilinear motion use ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ. I think in your childhood you all should play with the swing. Then your swing move back and forth. Back and forth means ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਝੂਲਾ ਝੂਲਦੇ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਅੱਗੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ. From a fixed point. This fixed point, ਇਸ fixed point ਤੋਂ ਉਹ swing ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀ ਅੱਗੇ ਵੀ move ਕਰਦਾ ਸੀ and ਪਿੱਛੇ ਵੀ move ਕਰਦਾ ਸੀ. We are saying that this motion is back and forth motion from a fixed point. This type of motion is called oscillatory motion. You are oscillate among a fixed point. ਇੱਕ fixed point ਤੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ oscillate ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋਗੇ. I think there are more examples of oscillatory motion. There is a wall clock which have a pendulum, then that pendulum have also oscillatory motion, right? Means कि it oscillates back and forth. But if oscillations are very much, oscillations are rapidly occur, बहुत ज़्यादा कोई चीज़ तेज oscillate करन लग जाती है, then that motion is called vibratory motion. फिर असी ये कहने हैं कि वाइब्रेशंस हो रही हैं, फिर असी ऑसिलेशंस नहीं कहते. हुंदा की है कि ऑसिलेशंस ओ ज्यादा स्पीड नाल हो रही होंदियां. व्हेन द स्पीड ऑफ ऑसिलेशंस इंक्रीज्ड, देन दैट मोशन इज कॉल्ड वाइब्रेटरी मोशन. वाइब्रेटरी, ऑल म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स वाइब्रेट. जे किसी ने सितार बजाया, ड्रम बजाया, द ड्रम का जिहड़ा उपर वाला पोर्शन हुंदा जिथों आवाज आंदी है वो वाइब्रेट करदा. सितार दी जिथों आवाज आंदी है वो वायर जिहड़ी है वो वाइब्रेट करती है, बिकॉज वो तेजी नाल ऑसिलेट करती है. राइट? आई थिंक नाउ यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ऑसिलेशन एंड वाइब्रेशन. नेक्स्ट है साडे कोल पीरियोडिक मोशन. When body repeats its motion after regular or constant intervals of time. Regularly कोई चीज ओही पाथ सेम टाइम दे उत्ते जड़ा है वो कवर कर रही है, as the hands of a watch. And the best example, Earth and other planets revolve around the sun. Period is fixed, path is fixed. अर्थ जिहड़ी है वो अपने पाथ ते ही चक्कर लांदी है, वो अपना पाथ छड्ड के किते होर नहीं जांदी. एंड टाइम पीरियड इज फिक्स्ड 365 days. Earth take 365 days to cover its one revolution around the earth. It means periodic, as name indicates कि that period repeats itself again and again. घड़ी दियां सूइयां जिहड़ी मिनट वाली सूई है वो हर घंटे बाद जिहड़ी है सेम मोशन रिपीट करती है. क्लियर हो गया जी? जिहड़ी घंटियां वाली सूई है वो हर 12 घंटे बाद वही पाथ जिहड़ा है वो कवर करती है. इट मीन्स दिस इज पीरियोडिक मोशन. नाउ कम्स टू अवर टॉपिक सर्कुलर मोशन. मूवमेंट ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट ऑन द सर्कमफ्रेंस ऑफ ए सर्कल इज सर्कुलर मोशन. किसी भी सर्कुलर पाथ दे सर्कमफ्रेंस ते अगर कोई चीज जिहड़ी है वो मूव करती है, वी से दैट इट इज सर्कुलर मोशन अराउंड अ फिक्स्ड पॉइंट. किसी फिक्स्ड पॉइंट दे आसे पासे इट इज सर्कुलर मोशन. राइट? इफ आई कैन से दैट ऑब्जेक्ट इज हियर, then its velocity is along this side. If object is here, its velocity is along this side. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਛੋਟੀਆਂ ਕਲਾਸਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ word ਸੁਣਿਆ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ tangent. So the velocity of object when it is in circular motion is tangent at that point. जिस भी point ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੀ velocity find out ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਹ ਉਸ point ਦੇ tangent ਤੇ ਹੋਏਗੀ. Now we will take the examples of circular motion. First, fundamental example, earth revolves around the sun. I always use the word revolve. Take it in mind कि मैं word revolve use करती हैं. Earth and other planets revolve around the sun. Other planets also revolve around the sun with the sun but in different orbits. And moon revolves around the sun with earth. Moon revolves around the earth and they both collectively revolve around the sun. This is the best example of revolutionary motion and circular motion. Now, if you tied a stone with a string and reeled it, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਪੱਥਰ ਧਾਗੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੰਨ ਕੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਘੁਮਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੋ, that is also circular motion. ਉਹ ਵੀ ਸਰਕੂਲੇਟ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਰਿਵੋਲਵ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ. ਬੱਚਿਓ, ਮੈਂ ਅੱਜ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੇਨ ਚੀਜ਼ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹਨੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹਨੀ ਹੈ ਸਰਕੂਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਰੋਟੇਸ਼ਨਲ ਮੋਸ਼ਨ 'ਚ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਸ. ਆਮ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਰਕੂਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਰੋਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੀ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਬਟ देयर इज अ बिग डिफरेंस. In circular motion, or you can say that in revolution, the position of the object is continuously changing. When Earth revolves around the sun and other planets revolve around the sun, then the position of Earth is continuously changing with its revolution, right? But if the position of the object is not changing, then you can say that this is rotational motion. The example of rotational motion is spinning of earth. That is called rotation. Other word is used, spinning. अर्थ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੇ एक्सिस ਦੇ अराउंड ਜਦੋਂ ਚੱਕਰ ਕੱਟਦੀ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਇਹ ਰੋਟੇਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਸਰਕੂਲੇਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤੀ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਸਭ ਨੇ ਗਲੋਬ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ। ਗਲੋਬ ਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਘੁਮਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਗਲੋਬ ਦੀ ਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਦਲਦੀ। अर्थ अपनी जगह ते, वो ग्लोब अपनी जगह ते रहिंदा है, वो की करदा एक रॉड जिहड़ी हुंदी है ओहदे आले दुआले वो घुमदा है। इट मीन्स दैट रॉड इज कॉल्ड द एक्सिस ऑफ द ग्लोब। ओनू असीं की कहने आ, आ रॉड जिहड़ी है, दीज आर कॉल्ड द एक्सिस ऑफ द ग्लोब। व्हेन अ बॉडी रोटेट्स अराउंड इट्स ओन एक्सिस then that is called rotational motion. In this condition position of earth is not changed. जे अर्थ कल्ली रोटेट कर रही है तो ओदी पोजीशन चेंज नहीं हुंदी। ओदी पोजीशन कदों चेंज हुंदी है जदों ओ सन दे अराउंड रिवॉल्व करदी है। रोटेशन दे नाल नाल रेवोल्यूशन भी हुंदी है। सो दैट इज द डिफरेंस कि इफ पोजीशन ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट इज नॉट चेंजिंग वी कैन से दैट इट इज रोटेशनल मोशन। हुण सब ने तुसी छोटे हुंदियां झूले ते झूटे लाए होए होणगे, मैरी गो राउंड जिहनूं असीं कहने आ, राइट, वो भी की है रोटेशनल मोशन। सब ने छोटे हुंदियां ये लाटू चलाया होएगा, दैट इज कॉल्ड द टॉप, इट इज ऑल्सो रोटेशनल मोशन। ये भी की कर रहा है, रोटेट कर रहा है। देन मैरी गो राउंड की गल करिए, बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल साडे कोल है द ब्लेड्स ऑफ द फैन। जदों फैन घुमदा है वो की है, वो भी साडे सामने तो गोल चक्कर ही है। सिंपल भाषा च असीं ओनूं कहांगे कि वो सर्कुलर मोशन है। But students, in scientific language, it is rotation. The position of the blades, the position of the fan is not changing while the blades are moving. It means that is rotation because the blades are moving around its own axis. ਜਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਐਕਸਿਸ ਦੇ ਅਰਾਊਂਡ ਘੁੰਮਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਰੋਟੇਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਜਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਦੇ ਆਸੇ-ਪਾਸੇ ਘੁੰਮਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਰਿਵੋਲਵ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਇਹ ਹੱਥ ਹੈ, I have hand. If I take this motion, this is rotation. But if I do this, this is circulation. My this hand is revolving around the axis of another hand, means this is circulation. So I think now there is a clear picture of rotation and circulation in your mind. Don't confuse with this. The best example is you can take with this the earth. Earth rotate around its own axis which create day and night. राइट, दिन ते रात इसे करके हुंदे है कि अर्थ जिहड़ी है वो अपनियां एक्सिस दे अराउंड चक्कर कटदी है। अर्थ दा जिहड़ा साइड सूरज वल हुंदा है, राइट, उत्थे दिन हुंदा है ते दूसरे पासे रात हुंदी है। इसे करके 12 घंटे बाद दिन हुंदा है ते फिर रात हो जांदी। एंड आई थिंक यू ऑल नो अर्थ रोटेट्स फ्रॉम वेस्ट टू ईस्ट, मीन्स एंटी क्लॉकवाइज। इसे करके बच्चों असी जेड़ी भी चीज़ दी अर्थ उत्ते रोटेशन लेने हैं वो हमेशा गल असी एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, आम तौर ते ही असी जदों कोई सर्कल बनते हैं तो साडा पेन जिहड़ा है ऑटोमैटिकली एंटी क्लॉकवाइज ही घुमदा है। वो रोटेशन जिहड़ी है एंटी क्लॉकवाइज ही लेने हैं बिकॉज वी आर ऑल्सो रोटेटिंग एंटी क्लॉकवाइज विद द अर्थ। अर्थ इज रोटेटिंग फ्रॉम वेस्ट टू ईस्ट। इसे करके सूरज पहला इंडिया दे भी ईस्ट च अरुणाचल प्रदेश च चढ़ेगा, बाद विच जे इधर वेस्ट वाल आइए तां गुजरात च चढ़ेगा बिकॉज रोटेशन इज फ्रॉम वेस्ट टू ईस्ट। So I think now there is a clear picture in your mind कि what is rotation and what is circulation. इस तो बाद असीं कुछ terms पढ़ांगे which are involved in the circular motion. First we have angular displacement. Simple displacement तो असीं सारिਆਂ ने पढ़ी हुई है, पर जदों कोई चीज़ circular move करदी है, how can you measure कि उन्हें कितना मूव किया। सपोज करो आ चीज़ देखो इत्थों चल रही है, राइट, पहला इहदा एंगल ए सी, दिस इज द एंगल, देन इट रीचेस एट दिस पॉइंट, नाउ this is the angle. It means we can measure its displacement with the help of angle. So we call it as angular displacement, right? Angular displacement is denoted by the word theta. ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ थीटा नाल measure करते हैं कि किसी भी body ने कितना angle sweep किया when it undergo rotational motion, when it undergo revolution. That is the angular displacement. That is the measurement of the displacement of the body when there is circular motion. We measure the displacement with the help of theta. Then we have directions also, right? Theta is positive if again motion is anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise motion ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ positive ਮੰਨਦੇ ਹਾਂ। क्लीयर है ना? एंटी क्लॉकवाइज जे मोशन साडे कोल हुंदी है ते असीं उहनूं पॉजिटिव मानदे हां। तुसीं जे क्वाड्रेंट्स दी भी गल करोगे, दिस इज फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट, दिस इज सैकेंड क्वाड्रेंट, दिस इज थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट, दिस इज फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट। ते इह क्वाड्रेंट्स नूं भी असीं फर्स्ट सैकेंड थर्ड फोर्थ किहड़ा नाम दिता? एंटी क्लॉकवाइज। एंटी क्लॉकवाइज असी मूव कीते ते क्वाड्रेंट्स नूं असी फर्स्ट सैकेंड थर्ड फोर्थ जिहड़ा है वो ना दिता। सो इट मीन्स इफ मोशन इज एंटी क्लॉकवाइज देन थीटा इज टेकन एज पॉजिटिव, बट इफ मोशन इज क्लॉकवाइज देन थीटा इज टेकन एज negative. So all motions which are anti-clockwise is taken as positive because our earth is moving anti-clockwise. Then we have another term which is angular velocity. In linear motion, first you study about displacement, then velocity, then acceleration, then force. In same way, in circular motion, we will take angular displacement. Now we will take angular velocity. Simple velocity, time rate of change of displacement. Similarly, angular velocity, angular displacement per unit time, and it is denoted by a Greek word which is called omega. This is a new word for you. It is called omega, which is equal to delta theta by delta t. This delta word relates to small, कि small change in angle in small change in time. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ small measurement ਕਰਦੇ हैं science च, then in physics particularly we take the word delta. So what is this theta? This theta is angular displacement, and angular displacement divided by time, that is our angular velocity. As you all know, theta is measured in radians, so you can say that radians per second are the units of angular velocity. And other units are rotations per minute, RPM. ਇਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਦੋਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਆਮ ਵਹੀਕਲਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਡਰਾਈਵ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਕਾਰ ਡਰਾਈਵ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਅਲੱਗ ਮੀਟਰ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਾ RPM ਸ਼ੋ ਕਰਦਾ। ਉਹ RPM ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਟਾਇਰਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਪਰ ਮਿੰਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਰੋਟੇਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। 500, 600, 800, 1000, 2000, that is rotation per minute. That is also involved with angular velocity. So angular velocity ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ normal ਜਿਹੜੀ mechanical use ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਨੇ ਆ, then we call it rotations per minute. So this is our angular velocity. So now after velocity we will take the term acceleration. It means it is angular acceleration. Angular acceleration again according to like the linear acceleration, change in velocity over change in time. We call it change in angular velocity over change in time. अगर angular velocity ਨੂੰ time ਨਾਲ divide कर दांगे, we have acceleration, and it is denoted by word alpha. Alpha is angular acceleration and units are radians per second, because the units of angular velocity is radians per second and just another time is involved, we will call units as radians per second. So now you have studied about angular displacement, angular velocity and angular acceleration. Then equations of motion. ਇਕੁਏਸ਼ਨਸ ਆਫ ਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਲਈਆਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੀਨੀਅਰ ਵੈਲੋਸਿਟੀ ਪੜ੍ਹੀ v is equal to u plus at u ਦੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਫਾਈਨਲ ਵੈਲੋਸਿਟੀ ਇਨੀਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਵੈਲੋਸਿਟੀ x ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਟਾਈਮ right, and velocity is replaced by omega in case of rotational kinematics. These all are involved in kinematics, and this is initial omega, final omega, initial omega, and acceleration is replaced by alpha. So you have the equation omega alpha is equal to omega is equal to omega I plus alpha t. Final angular velocity is equal to initial angular velocity plus angular acceleration multiplied by time. Similarly, there is second equation, s is equal to initial velocity into t plus half at square. So what is x here? It is displacement. Now it is replaced by angular displacement. Initial velocity is replaced by angular velocity and acceleration is replaced by angular acceleration. So you have the equation theta is equal to omega t plus half alpha t square. Then and there is another equation, final velocity square is equal to initial velocity square plus 2a delta x. Delta x is displacement replaced by angular displacement, acceleration replaced by alpha, velocities replaced by omegas. So you can easily convert linear equations into rotational or angular equations if you know the replacement, that velocity is denoted by omega, displacement is denoted by theta, and angular acceleration is denoted by alpha. So it is all about the equations of motion. Now there is a new thing for you, force, which is responsible for the circular motion. There is a force. I think you all know that force is responsible for the motion, but we talk about simple force which creates the linear motion, rectilinear motion, curvilinear motion. Which force is responsible for the circular motion? That force is centripetal force. This is a new force for you. It means this force which converts linear motion into circular motion, that is called centripetal force. I will take an example. Suppose an object is moving along this straight line. If I apply a force at this point in inward direction, naturally object will move along this direction, right? When it is moving along this direction, if I again applied a force, this force is perpendicular to the motion of the object, then this object will not go along this side, it will go along this side. Again I will give it some perpendicular force, then it will not move along this side, it will move along this side. Again I will give it perpendicular form, it will move along this side. Again I will give it perpendicular form, it will move this side. Again there is a force, it will don't move in this side, it will move along this side. And if I create a circle, then you can see that this motion is circular motion. It means inward force toward the center of the circle. There is a inward force which pulls the body, don't to make a linear motion, make a circular motion. That inward force which is responsible for the circular motion is called the centripetal force. It means this force which is perpendicularly applied is the centripetal force. And you see the direction of the centripetal force is always toward the center and along the radius of the circle. Centripetal force always exert toward the radius along the center. Clear हो गया? It means centripetal force is responsible for the circular motion, but centripetal force doesn't exist in nature. There are few forces which are there in nature: gravitational force, nuclear force, electrostatic force, and in previous lecture we studied about frictional force. Then if there is rotations in nature, then from where this centripetal force come? This centripetal force doesn't exist in nature. There are few another forces which converts itself to the centripetal force to make a circular motion. We will discuss about that. First of all, another example, same fundamental example: Earth and other planets are revolving around the sun, and centripetal force is not present as such. I know this is not existing in nature. So the gravitational force converts itself into centripetal force, or you can say that gravitational force between Earth and sun, between other planets and the sun, provide necessary centripetal force so that these planets take a circular motion. It means centripetal force is provided by the gravitational force. ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਰਥ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਗ੍ਰੈਵਿਟੇਸ਼ਨਲ ਫੋਰਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਸੂਰਜ ਤੇ ਡਿੱਗਦੀ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗ੍ਰੈਵਿਟੇਸ਼ਨਲ ਫੋਰਸ ਹੈ, that gravitational force is converted into centripetal force so that earth takes a round turn around the sun. And this is the case for another planets also. This is the case for the moon also. कि चंद्रमा भी धरती दुआले घूमदा होया अर्थ ते डिगदा क्यों नहीं? बिकॉज वो जेड़ा ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स सी दैट इज यूज्ड टू प्रोवाइड द नेसेसरी सेंट्रिपेटल फोर्स सो दैट मून अंडरगोज सर्कुलर मोशन. And there is gravitational force, and if gravitational force is not present, then there are some other forces. Same example लो तुसी एक वट्टे दे नाल string बनो and rotate it. There is no gravitational force, even then there is circular motion. Then the tension between the string, इस string च जेडी tension होएगी, it provides the necessary centripetal force. It means कि centripetal force itself doesn't exist in nature. It takes strength from some other forces. Gravitational force gives the strength to the centripetal force so that things revolve around the earth and earth revolves around the sun and other planets also. And in this case tensional force, ਤੇ ਇਹ tension ਜੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗੀ, ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ string ਨੂੰ ਢਿੱਲਾ ਛੱਡ ਦੋਗੇ, if you set your string, then this circular motion is not happened. ਇਹ ਸਰਕੂਲਰ ਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗੀ। ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਧਾਗੇ ਨੂੰ ਖਿੱਚ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਘੁਮਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਬੱਚਿਓ, ਫੇਰ ਹੀ ਸਰਕੂਲਰ ਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਏਗੀ, ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਜੇ ਉਸ ਧਾਗੇ 'ਚ ਟੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਏਗੀ, ਟੈਂਸ਼ਨਲ ਫੋਰਸ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਫੇਰ ਹੀ ਸਰਕੂਲਰ ਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਏਗੀ, ਅਦਰਵਾਈਜ਼ ਸਰਕੂਲਰ ਮੋਸ਼ਨ नहीं होएगी. It means कि this tensional force provides necessary centripetal force so that this is the circular motion. Next, we have the example. When we take a turn on the level road, ਆਮ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ 'ਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੂਵ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਮੋੜ ਕੱਟਦੇ ਹੋ, you take a turn. ਉੱਥੇ ਨਾ ਗ੍ਰੈਵਿਟੇਸ਼ਨਲ ਫੋਰਸ ਹੈ, ਨਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਧਾਗੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੰਨੇ ਹੋਏ ਹੋ, ਨਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਟੈਂਸ਼ਨਲ ਫੋਰਸ ਹੈ. Right? There is no gravitational force between for you to take a turn. At that time, force of friction provides necessary centripetal force so that you can take a turn. ਇਸੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਬੱਚਿਓ, ਜਦੋਂ ਫੋਰਸ ਆਫ ਫ੍ਰਿਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਵੈਲਿਊ ਸਫੀਸ਼ੀਐਂਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੱਟ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਕਿਡ ਕਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ. ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਪਾਣੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੋਵੇ, ਚਿੱਕੜ ਵਾਲੀ ਸੜਕ ਹੋਵੇ, ਤਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੇਜ਼ ਸਪੀਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੋੜ ਕੱਟਦੇ ਹੋ, ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਈਕਲ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੋ, then you can see that you skid. Why you skid? Why you can't take a turn? Because the force of friction is not sufficient, which provides you necessary centripetal force so that you can move along a circular path. So from all these examples, I think there is a clear picture of circular motion, that centripetal force is responsible for the circular motion. And that centripetal force is not existing in nature. Other forces which are existing in nature, gravitational force, tensional force, frictional force, which provides necessary centripetal force so that things can rotate. Now, how can you calculate this centripetal force? Suppose I have an example that car is circulating, it is revolution, because position of car is continuously changing. Now, around a tree, then centripetal force is provided by the frictional force, and angular acceleration is equal to v square upon r. If you can drive the relation between the linear acceleration and the velocity, then you can say there is a relation between a is equal to v square by r. I think you all know Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. Just put the value of this acceleration in this equation, then we have the force F is equal to mv square over r. So this is the value of centripetal force. In this way, you can calculate the value of centripetal force, which is directly proportional to the mass of the body, directly proportional to the velocity, but inversely proportional to the radius. ये radius किस चीज़ दा है बच्चे? ਇਹ ਰੇਡੀਅਸ ਉਸ ਸਰਕਲ ਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਸ ਸਰਕਲ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹਦੀ ਸਰਕਮਫਰੈਂਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਰਕੂਲਰ ਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਐਕਵਾਇਰ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਅਗਰ ਉਹ ਰੇਡੀਅਸ ਘੱਟ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਸੈਂਟਰੀਪੀਟਲ ਫੋਰਸ ਦੀ ਵੈਲਿਊ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ, ਅਗਰ ਉਹ ਰੇਡੀਅਸ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਤੇ ਸੈਂਟਰੀਪੀਟਲ ਫੋਰਸ ਦੀ ਵੈਲਿਊ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਘੱਟ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ। ਇਟ ਮੀਨਸ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਚੌੜਾ ਲੌਂਗ ਟਰਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੋਵੇ then velocity ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਘੱਟ ਹੀ ਰੱਖਣੀ ਪੈਗੀ because the required centripetal force is less। but ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ sharp turn ਲੈਣਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਜਿਹਦਾ radius ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ ਹੋਏ, in that case the value of centripetal force is more। you have to take care more। ਉਸ time ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੋੜ ਕੱਟਣ ਵੇਲੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਦੇਣ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ। So with all these things, different type of motions, how motion can related to rest, how motion can related to our perspective, that in which way we look at things, ठीक है ना। एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ कि जे तुसी अर्थ दे उत्ते भी रेस्ट ते हो तो बट जे कोई एस्ट्रोनॉट है तो तुसी ओनू रेस्ट ते नहीं लगोगे because you are continuously moving with earth। this is our perspective, how you can watch things scientifically। then we studied about different types of motions, then we come to our particular point, circular motion। then we studied about difference between circular motion and rotational motion। while moving a body doesn't change its position, it means that is rotational motion। best example of circulation and rotation is earth। earth rotate around its own axis and earth revolve around the sun। at the same point earth occurs both type of motions, that is rotation and circulation। clear hai ji। then we talk about the force which is responsible for the circular motion। students, I think everything is now clear in your mind। now you can solve many problems in your class which is related to the circular motion। thank you।